Down for Rodrigo, Eden Militao, Carvajal. It's Carvajal's cross, Rodrigo! Oh, extraordinary! They prayed for miracles, and miracles arrived! Real Madrid, the team of dreams! Where has that come from? How did that happen? Karim Benzema, a man of poise, of stout character. Benzema scores! And the Bernabeu blinks it back! Benzema rose, and Benzema has Real Madrid 6-5 up on aggregate. They were dead, they live. Bernardo Silva, Jesus ahead of him. Bernardo Silva weaving. And Morris! That is a beautiful goal! And Manchester City may be going back again. Smashed in at Courtois' near post. What a day to be a supporter of Manchester City. Where will they hide tonight? Where will they go? Where will they find the moral fibre to get up and go to work in the morning? Staggering, just staggering. Silva, Checo scores! 4 minutes to save themselves! 4 minutes to find their crown! 2-2 in stoppage time! The most thrilling Premier League finale of all time! QPR are safe, they don't know it yet. Balotelli, Aguero! Staggering! Just staggering! He's won the league with 90 seconds of stoppage time to play! United's game was over! They had it! They've had it stolen back! It's just the most extraordinary scenario you could have dreamt up! Where does football go from here? Drama of the ultimate type! Tears of distress turn to tears of unbridled joy. The blue moon has risen, just like a dream in their hearts. City are champions, and they did it in the most staggering fashion. Sergio Aguero, legend forever. Vincent Kompany will get his hands on the trophy, a trophy that was seconds from being snatched away. And Manchester City, despite the most almighty scare, have only gone and won it. Matip, Jones, Salah, escape Cancelo. Oh, it's brilliant from Mo Salah. And still, Salah, oh, sensational! Absolutely sensational! Stellar! A goal to dream of! How has that man managed that? A blur of brilliance!
That is PlayStation football. It's ridiculous. You cannot do that without a joystick.
Had a look, had a hit! Oh! Captain Fantastic! A wild celebration for a goal from his wildest dreams! A fantasy goal for City's fantasy footballer! Over the top by Mbappe, chased by Kolo Muani. And Kolo Muani has got into the box, he's got a penalty! He's got it way back for Fran. Otamendi had a tug, so hold on. Mbappe, compelled, obliged. France just might. Mbappe with thrust. A president on his feet. A superstar re-enlivened. A nation re-infused with hope. Yes. Just maybe. Messi. Can't keep it from Koeman. And Koeman can go the other way. Rabiot. Mbappe. Thuram. Mbappe! Oh, wow! He is an awesome force of nature. Brutal and brilliant. moment. It's 2 each in the World Cup final. 97 seconds between Mbappe's penalty and his ferocious volley. Here's Montiel. Lautaro Martinez. Lionel Messi. Fernandez. Martinez. Messi! Offside. Offside flag is up.
Has he given offside?
The referee's given the goal. The referee's given the goal. The little magic man from right on the line. An embrace of disbelief. Messi at millimetres. In by Coman. Out to Mbappe.
Oh, handball.
Shout for handball. He hasn't, has he? He has. Which side of the line? In the 117th minute. Moments remain of an epic World Cup final. Mbappe. Into the galaxy of greats. 3. The first World Cup final hat-trick since Harston 66. For Gonzalo Montiel. Didn't start the game. He can finish it. Montiel. Argentina, champions of the world.
Gundogan, and now Foden. Foden whips it in. Alan nicks it out. Rodri! Oh, wow! Does he not thump that? Take away the rigging, and that is travelling into tomorrow and beyond. A rocket and a bit.
Well, Pickford looks perplexed.
And they're dead! Roma have risen from their ruins! Nonetheless, the Greek god in Rome, the unthinkable unfolds before our eyes! Incredible scenes! That's a good nick by Bentancur. Now, Son, how much confidence does he have? He does have Højbjerg alongside. Son went himself and scored a screamer! How he hungered for that!
It's an excellent steal by Bentancur.
Kane. Son. Son! Oh!
A diamond that shimmers still more brightly. Brilliant, and then more brilliant still.
A masterpiece. How comes Højbjerg? How open are Leicester now? He's played in Son Heung-min, and Son Heung-min completes a hat-trick. No, he doesn't. He doesn't, I'm afraid. The flag's up. We all think we know. Joy unconfined. Crazy, just crazy. Beautiful, just beautiful. One of the most likeable footballers in the league. Bounced off the bench and made his point in triplicate. Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. What an extraordinary football match. What an extraordinary contribution by the Tottenham Hotspur substitute, Son Heung-min. Saka. Kayo Saka! Oh!
That is a diamond of a goal. How that boy glitters.
Now that, Lee, that is special.
It is.
Henderson nicked it. Jota's one way, Salah's the other. He's on an Old Trafford hat-trick here, Mo Salah. And he captures the moment. The man is extraordinary. The match is extraordinary. The scoreline is extraordinary. That picture will be framed and kept forever by Liverpool fans all over the world. Another Mo Salah hat-trick. And this one at the expense of Manchester United at Manchester United.
Yeah, and
Eventually, they tend to impose themselves, and here is Kevin De Bruyne, who has passed it in with sublime skill. There's no one quite like him. The Belgian has bounced off the bench and as bright as a button, as if he'd never been away, stroked City's equaliser. And get back to within touching range at the top. And here is Oscar Bob! Oh, that's so neat! That's so telling! Sumptuous from the young man and worthy of manic City celebration. You suspected, you always suspected they would know how, even in the darkest moments of the day, because they had De Bruyne to throw on, and De Bruyne thrust his magic in front of every Geordie eye.
Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden! Oh wow! That's the boy! The power and the glory!
Hernandez twisting away from Mandzukic, running at Vaselko. Here's Mbappe! Oh my word! Teenage kicks! The ultimate teenage kick! The boy with the world at his feet! Kylian Mbappe! There ain't no stopping him now! The first teenage World Cup final goal since Pele himself! Eriksen, Garnacho, Eriksen, Garnacho hasn't stopped, Garnacho has scored in stoppage time! And Manchester United have nicked it! What a boy he is! Thrills and spills, and all the points. There's the name, remember it. He's now but a kid. Now he is a Premier League man. And it was the winner. And Manchester United check out with a smile. A big, broad, Spanish, youthful smile. A smile from 18-year-old Alejandro Garnacho at the end of a breathlessly engaging game.
Yane. Taylor. What's he say? It's a really good ball. It's Shabalala! Goal! Bafana! Bafana! Goal for South Africa! Goal for all Africa! Jambu Lila! Rejoice! Bafana! Bafana have put the first cork on their day of days!
One last Tottenham thrust. Romero, seconds to break Liverpool down. Porro, driven in by Porro, Arsenal goal! 95.5 minutes! Joel Matip with a Tottenham winner against 9! Heartbreaker! Poor guy! Liverpool proudly robust, horrendously disadvantaged, but now beaten! That is unswallowable in bonus time. The melodrama of the Premier League. Another massive twist in the plot. A dagger in the heart of Joel Matip and all folk Liverpool. And a continuation of the Ange-Ball revolution for Tottenham Hotspur. And Young flings it in and Decore nudges down. Harrison is closed down. Mikalenko's on the overlap. Lofted in by Mikalenko. Irabunan. Tarkovsky! Gladys Street has a moment for history, for eternity, meant to be forever. James Tarkovsky bids the Goodison Derby farewell, good night. A truly wondrous Evertonian moment. 130 years and 97 minutes. The final whistle. The final flourish. James Tarkovsky's moment for eternity. Oh, how Goodison said goodbye. And now emotion overflows. There is fury, there is anger. These are neighbours between whom bad blood, after such a thrilling culmination.
Be in his boots. Cole Palmer. City's boy is Chelsea's man! 4-4! You can ask no more!
It's over. A treat, a joy, a gem of a game.
Royale, he sorted it out okay. Basuma kept it okay. And then ran into Rodri, and he looks rampant, and Haaland's on it, and Grealish scores! He feasts on his moment! He was hungry for that, all right. Each follows each other's gospel. Johnson. Kulusevski off! 3 each in the 90th minute. Alderies Thackeray. They dared and they did. And he teed it up only for Rodri, and City threatened to go the other way with Haaland. Played early for Grealish.
Oh no.
And the referee has stopped it.
Oh no.
And Grealish was on his way, and there was no flag.
Simon Hooper. He played on to start with, Mike. What's he done there?
Well, it is another diamond, a treat, a gem of a Premier League football match. There was no compromise, there was so much joy, there was so much mutual expression, understanding and appreciation, but it ends in a row, it ends in boos.
Fernandes with Diaz close to him. He set it
For Rashford! He has ripped it in! Marcus Rashford with force! That is Manchester United lightning!
Tielemans regathers, McGinn can have a look. Moreno, Dean.
And Bailey! And Aston Villa have upset the Arsenal apple cart. Leon Bailey, 6 minutes out from 90. And that matters, and that hurts.
And this, not least because of him and his, is becoming Manchester City's utopian day. Jorginho presents it to Tielemans, and Watkins has started a run, and he's holding off Smith Rowe. Ollie Watkins!
That is delicious.
So sweet, so sweet, but for Arsenal bitter, perhaps beaten. Liverpool left wide open the window of opportunity, but it is Villa who have pounced. Awful though it is for him to comprehend, the champions tonight will be the leaders. Aston Villa have hijacked the Arsenal glory train with an immaculate away day. The game plan of Emery, superbly executed at Arteta's expense. Saka takes.
Rice! Prices and massive moments. Declan Rice, a gunner for life. He has beaten Manchester United. He spent the money. He spent the money so well. And Declan Rice is one of them. Rashford couldn't take it. Vieira runs for the walls. Gabriel Jesus is by himself. It's Gabriel Jesus. He's sat down one and he's won the game. Bedlam. Mania. They have tricked
Not by Alvaro Pereira, hit by James! Oh, what a goal! One of the greats! My word, this boy's a star! 4 games, 4 goals at World Cup 2014, and that is one that must be up in lights. Brilliant, just brilliant.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I